The piggy farm.
The piggy farm. It's good. I've never used them before. I've always wanted to, but by the time they would be good, I've always kind of surpassed the benefit.
I did not think they'd go this hard.
No, I did not expect so either.
I am impressed.
Welcome back. Things have been just a little bit busy here on Duck Island. Last episode was kind of a lot, and between two entirely new dimensions of stuff to access and the unlocking of LV tech, they are probably going to remain a lot for the foreseeable future. I would apologize for the delay in videos, but Mother Goose has been cooking some utterly unhinged technology that requires I leave my computer running and unattended for several hundred hours, and the reasons for that will become readily apparent here in a bit. Anyway, welcome to LV. Now that we are no longer limited to doing all of our processing with slightly too warm water, a small Himalayan avalanche of technology has just come crashing down on our heads with all the grace and subtlety of a herd of pit bulls let loose into an all-you-can-eat daycare. Rather than attempt to sip from this fire hose of high-quality nacho cheese sauce, however, we must first do the necessary, which is to say, figure out how to turn the power on. Now, there are a lot of power options at our disposal in LV. Combustion, fueled either by biodiesel oil or, in Tofu Corp's case, 577 coke ovens worth of creosote, is a popular one, and solid fuel steam boiling scales surprisingly well if you are either willing to put in the legwork needed to scale your fuel production or have a mob farm capable of producing several thousand blobs of coal per hour. We, naturally, can use neither of these resources because we are an eco-friendly operation that only uses renewable sources of energy, like solar power, and the automated slaughter of lots and lots and lots and lots of innocent monsters. More on that one in a bit. The first, however, presents something of an issue. We can technically make solar panels, sort of. The problem is that solar power at this and pretty much every subsequent tier thereafter sucks a truly devious amount of butts until we can build the solar factory, at which point it sucks only a linearly scaling quantity of butts until we get Dysons. None of these, you will be surprised to learn, are things we can make in LV, which leaves us with precisely one viable option, which is spamming out solar boilers. That's fine, for now, since high-pressure solar boilers are actually pretty good. They're cheap, comparatively speaking, produce around 7 EU per tick worth of steam at full efficiency, and despite being a solar boiler, they maintain enough internal heat to produce constant steam throughout the night as long as they aren't interrupted by rainstorms. They are actually quite solid. Until you enter LV, and then they somehow remain the only easily spammable option for solar power production for the next 3 tiers. 7 EU per tick sounds great now, but when you factor in calcification, which drops it to 2.5 EU per tick, and then do the math, you realize that a single HV-EBF setup will require over 800 of them to run with anything proximally close to 100% uptime, which presents some problems.
So where are we just gonna put like the temp infra, I guess, for Steam? Because I don't
Honestly,
even know.
staple it on to our existing infra, because it's
I'll
all
just put it
getting
where the
torn
forge
apart
hammer is.
anyway, yeah.
It's so ugly. We need moving day soon.
Yeah, no, moving day is gonna be probably this weekend. I just don't really have time right now, and I would like to get another couple of videos out.
Okay, well, do we want to assemble anything, I guess, with the assembler?
No. I mean, vac tubes might be nice for you if you're doing Steam infra. Or sorry, LV infra. But beyond that, no, I'm just cranking out a structure that we can mount the solar panels on that won't look entirely like dog.
Perfect.
Though then again, what with your furry little problem? Maybe you'd like that.
What?
Your furry little problem?
No!
Harry Potter? No.
I want it gone. Oh, you just want to make like a boatload of silver overnight, I guess, like silver plates.
Let's run through the list of crap that we need. Silver, steel,
Nether
tin,
stars.
iron, bronze for the alloy, if we care about that. Nether star is going to be an enormous project, but we need cutters for that, realistically.
Easy.
Yeah.
You want me to make 2 cutters?
How long does it take to
It's
cut another star block?
49.
I mean,
49 with lube.
that's not that bad. Diamond
I mean, we can get
plates.
lube, right?
We need to do some lathing, and we need diamond plates pronto for spawners too, or for diamond
Yeah,
dollies.
diamond plates take a while.
Yeah, so I would definitely get a few diamond blocks queued as well.
You just want me to throw it in with water or lube?
Yeah, just water. It'll process in its own time. We don't need it immediately.
You just gotta make a batch of circuits, I guess.
Yeah.
I need wooden planks, though. Those are the annoying part.
Yeah, we don't have a multi-compressor, so that's gonna suck.
I'm pretty sure we can make them easily now, because we have...
We have an assembler, just use glue and...
Yeah, that's why I made it first, so we can make a buttload of wooden planks. Because that recipe makes me so angry of having to use the compressor. It's so slow.
Now, given how important power is to doing everything worth mentioning for the foreseeable future, you might expect that I would sit my happy butt down and actually work on it for a time span quantifiable in conventional units of measurement. You would be wrong, and in this instance I entirely blame Tofu Corp, who, by dint of putting several parsecs between themselves and anything resembling grass, have sourced all of the materials they need to open an Eldritch dungeon and go pearl diving. In LV. Except the research unlock, somehow. Anyway, at this point I've pretty much lost the plot when it comes to who is doing what, so whatever, we decide to roll with it.
Oh, you got the void armor, nice.
There we go.
Let's go beat this piece of Where is he?
Right here, what's happening?
Oh, okay. Do we care about shards? There we go. No, not really. There's knowledge shards and a few things
let's
to
just start
scan.
clipping through everywhere.
Yeah, honestly, just clip.
Should we break anything here?
We need the tablet, though.
Yeah, but we
There's
can
a
find the
strange
tablet
crystal.
because
Yeah,
the walls are super big around it.
Isn't it super obvious from the top?
Yeah, it's super obvious from the top.
Wait, how
Just
are you
come
gonna
back to the
open
spawn and clip it.
room, though? Oh, come back to spawn, okay.
Yeah, just come back to spawn, clip through the ceiling, we'll go through the top, find the tablet, mark the tablet, clip down,
Okay,
or
here.
locate
If
it.
something disrupts your ability to fly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it messes with it. Use a jetpack. Yeah, don't touch that, that will hurt.
Do you guys have blocks? I don't.
Hold,
I can drink
please.
block.
There we go.
Ow! Okay, wait, it slaps.
Now, traditionally, these dungeons require a fair bit of running around and getting your head munched by friendly local demon crabs, but we are not traditional folks, so it goes by a whole lot faster thanks to a bit of off-permit remodeling with an extreme emphasis on open concept design and natural ventilation. When Soy said those doors could break through anything, he was not joking. Alright,
I'm going
so
to the boss room.
on ping,
So did we
there
come out of the
is-
dungeon?
You can go in or out. On ping is a way in to the dungeon
need-
again.
Who needs help breaking into the area? Oh, we're here.
Do you need
Uh,
hearts?
Yeah.
I have
Here.
3.
Oh, I have magnet on. Here.
I kind of don't think the boss is going to be an issue, but... Oh, does
Yeah,
anyone
it's
want
not.
to scan the tablet for some reason?
I'm good. Unless if there's a research.
There is nothing. It's just a bit of XP.
Wow, no way.
Amazing! Anyway... Oh, break the blocks in the middle. Yep. And, hey buddy!
Why is he so tanky?
He has a shield.
that's
Oh, yeah, you
yeah.
can't damage him here. Just walk away. Man. Smack. Smack. Smack.
Wow, he is regenerating a lot, but...
Yeah,
Bro, what is
it's an
that regen?
over damage mechanic. The more you hit
that's
him,
a
the
lot
more
of
he
regen, though.
regenerates.
I got the pearl. Wait, do we all want the trophy, or...?
I'll
Yeah,
take it.
sure, I'll take it. Once we are done playing the hit new party game, bobbing for chunks of the fabric of creation, we do mostly go back to being productive. Which is to say that Mastiox tries to be productive and make a wither farm, accidentally discovers a whole new zero-day exploit to duplicate bulk amounts of any item in the game, and spends most of his time trying to engineer the thing to not spontaneously replicate nether stars, and I make pretty scaffolding for the solar boiler array, because that's important or something.
The withers still fly in this direction. There's nothing here. They just go no matter what. I'm just able to make a giant funneling hole and they just walk to their deaths.
I keep telling you, there's probably a mob somewhere that's baiting them.
Oh, you see hitbox viewer. I don't see anything. They can't even see it though. They're like full underground.
Nope, they can see through walls.
Wait, would it be the skeleton that I hid? Is he in here?
It might be, yeah. It's probably too far away, and
I know I hid someone. Like, I hid one of them, like, really far underground somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
Yeah,
Alright, you want
it's almost-
thaumic relocators? Because I can make them right now.
I mean, if you think that's the easiest way of shoving withers, sure.
No, they are hyper-fixated on this chicken that they
Then
will
I
never
just say
find.
let it vibe.
I already got 6 nether star blocks, so I guess I'll just cut them up.
Are you guys passing me yet? Wither?
No.
I could passive it if I can passive soul sand. That's my only limiting factor. Like, I guess you can give it soul sand, but does a block placer let me summon the wither?
I think a dispenser will. Does dispenser placement work in this version?
Don't know.
Well,
Dynamism
let's go
tablet.
find out.
Dynamism tablet's pretty good. You might have luck with that as well.
How easy is dynamism?
Someone might have stack patched the dynamism already. Not saying who. We've been so busy on Magic.
Yep.
It seems that I have my head got corrupted in this world. Like my head texture just completely broke.
You have skin port?
No, I have holo glasses on my head and it's just broken.
Twilight.
What is this texture?
Nope.
So dynamism places blocks, right?
It left clicks, right clicks, mimics.
Basically a
See how
portable
easy
player
it is.
with additional implications.
They don't need anything to work. They just
Nope.
work.
They
Yeah.
just work.
Right click.
Balanced. Strong
No, it's
hero.
not placing.
Oh, it needs a block to place on.
Imagine it like a little line is being drawn from its placement arrow. It tries to detect something to perform the action on.
Okay, so it'll work. Oh, but yeah, I see. Okay, it needs a block under for the cobble, for the soul sand. Okay, got it.
With all that aesthetic nonsense out of the way, let's get down to actually building the parts we care about. For reasons that definitely 100% were motivated by a specific need to produce exactly 46.3917 amps of LV power when the panels were calcified, and definitely not a desire to make a perfectly tileable square, we decided to go with a design that uses 600 high-pressure boilers to start off with. This is simultaneously very daunting sounding and not actually all that difficult once you ignore the processing time. Tofu Corp steel is so cheap that it might as well be water, bricks are free courtesy of donations made by several friendly brick veins that were formerly known as roguelike dungeons, and most everything else is an eclectic mash of materials that we either still have mountains of thanks to my somewhat excessive amount of early game mining, or can produce by the barrelful, literally in the case of silver, thanks to our pot of greed. Really, the only bottleneck at all was wrought iron, and that's just because we were lazy and didn't want to make an arc furnace. Oh, and also, the other bottleneck was building it. For the most part, I try to avoid spaghetti monster designs, both because I think they're ugly and because they cause spontaneous cranial trauma every time they cause problems when, for example, high-pressure uranium hexafluoride manages to leak its way into the beet juice tanks after I get a little too energetic with a wrench. So I've never really had the pleasure of building with them quite like this before, and it sucks. Thankfully, void metal is free and a decent pipe material, so we could go with that for the most part, but past a certain point, you simply cannot make the void pipes big enough to handle the steam throughput, which was where the nether star pipes came in. Sure, this does mean our main power line effectively costs 3 nether stars for every block we want to extend it, but that's what the mob farm and every waking moment of free time that Mastiox has is for. Line mode still confuses me. I'm not sure how you figured out how to do all of the side pipes.
Sorry, I'm back. What's up?
How did you do all of, or undo all of the side pipe connections with line mode?
Side? What the? How did you do this?
Want?
No, how did you make them side?
No, that's just how the builder's wand assembles them. It wasn't me, it's just the way the thing works.
I don't remember it being like this, and I'll just wrench it manually, I guess.
I was afraid you'd say that. Alright. There you go. Then we slap a couple pumps on them and we should be good.
And if only there was a faster way to give the crucible water.
More pipes? You might be able to, like, feed it in from multiple
I'm double
pipes at a
stacking
time.
pipes.
Oh.
I have 2 pipes attached to it.
You should use the liquid transposer. That might be the fastest. Because I think it's a per tick operation too.
We have Ender IO fluid conduits, but they only do 50 per, so that wouldn't necessarily help you.
Yeah, I think you have to use the transposer. What is it called? Translocator? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you put a glowstone on it.
Liquid translocator. I've never seen this.
It's insane. It
It's
is
really-
limited to one block away, but it should be really good.
That works. I mean, I'm already 9 out of 12 barrels of silver nuggets, so...
Yep. Do we have mats for the rest of the stuff crafted already?
No, we don't have Roddy or bronze or the glass or
Alright.
bricks.
Alright. What is the listicle for the ingredients?
Honestly, an arc furnace would be good for the Roddy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the list that you sent. Probably under DMs.
I could just send it again.
Ah, found it. We're good. So that's 4,200 bronze.
We need 134,400 liters of oxygen to make all that Roddy.
Yikes.
We could just electrolyze tricalcium anyway, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. We might not actually have enough copper for this, because that's, what, 3,000 copper? We're short on
I mean,
copper.
we have insta break hammers.
Yeah.
It's like a very
Um,
easy.
How about tin? Do we have tin? Okay, so maybe I didn't quite do enough mining to cash flow 600 high pressure solar boilers. I was close, sue me. Either way, we got all the stuff we needed put together by the end of that recording session, and by the time the next one had rolled around, we were well on our way to placing the boilers down and redesigning our infra to, you know, actually function in LV. Sort of. Kind of.
Let me see. Yeah, we have 7 steam turbines. I just have them on separate lines.
Yeah, so,
It'll be easy.
You said 40
We can just
amps,
run them in a
right?
bat buffer. I think 48? We do the
48?
math again.
Well, let's just
120
craft or
times-
get up to 48, and then if we need more power, who cares? And that gives us 3
120
banks of
times
16. So one of those for EBFs, one of those for like passive processing, and then one of those for active processing. That's pretty solid.
46.39.
Yeah, just call it
When they're
48,
all
and then
calcified.
accept a few losses.
It's 46.
yeah,
No,
but
whatever.
symmetry.
True. We could just battery buffer abuse as well.
We could, but why is my question? Because we're only going to be able to move 16 amps per cable unless we want to make supers, which seems a little excessive.
LV supers.
Relying on LV superconductors. Oh,
Man,
we're gonna
it's been
need a
hard stuff.
buttload
LV.
of world accelerators too. So,
Oh, well, perfect.
so we will need battery buffers regardless, just to clock those up.
To make them usable.
Yeah.
Oh, I need so much wrought iron. Yikes.
Uh,
What's wrought iron? I don't know what that is.
what's wrought
Roddy?
iron? I'll take what is wrought
Roddy?
iron for 500.
You gotta call it Roddy.
Oh,
It's
oh
okay.
no, you're right. You're right.
I thought you didn't want it, and I was being nice, but okay. We need more Roddy.
Have you guys
Or-
automated Wither yet?
No, there isn't even really any
well,
point. Well,
The last
Mastiox
time I
did,
tried to automate it, I broke the game, so...
but accidentally made a duper instead.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
They put it in the official channel, but dupe glitches. Because it does work on the newest version that they're
Actually kinda
testing.
Crazy.
Dude, it's so dumb because it only works at specific coordinates and like orientations. It's so dumb. Yeah, I know.
Moment, I guess.
He showed me like 5 different setups that he did, and only like 2 of them worked. I have no idea why. It works. It doesn't work if you're too close to spawn. You have to go away from spawn.
What? What?
I'm dead serious. I wish I was lying. I really wish I was lying.
Okay, so yeah, we should get working
Here's
on
some more
EBS,
solars.
actually, too. Like, we're doing fine for power. We kind of just need EBS for wiring and infrastructure now.
What's your hammer? Because mine's looting fortune 4.
4 and 4. What are we out of?
Oh, okay. We're probably gonna need nickel, and I didn't update the sign, so...
Yeah, I didn't either. That's fine.
I have I made all the casings anyway. I have 231 casings and then 72 in here, and then
Okay.
even
go-
more in this. So.
I would assume that we just want a quad right off the whip, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I don't think
okay.
we really settle for anything less at this point.
There's no reason to not.
There's no reason. I think the only reason is how long it takes to make the coils. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot this part. So, you remember how I've been talking about how I'm always the one who ends up doing all the mining on Team Duck? Well, we're out of nickel, so there goes Go-Go Gadget Goose off with their comically large hammer to ensure material superiority. Again. Kinda makes me wish I was back on my nothing run, to be honest. At least there, getting raw material involved a little bit more creativity. Now, I should back up here, because I have a bit of a weird take. I don't actually like the Twilight Forest all that much. I used to love it, so I don't know if the luster has worn off from it being in literally every mod pack ever, or if I just outgrew the initial appeal of it, but in every New Horizons run I do, it always feels like a miserable slog of inventory management hell, combined with checkbox level boss fights. It doesn't help that, what with the whole dimension being permanently in Twilight, and all my shaders make everything look like someone grossly misunderstood the plot of 50 Shades of Grey and thought it was color grading advice. Point is, I'm not in a fantastic mood right now. This is compounded by the thing that I hate the most about the Twilight, which is mining in it. Do small crystal ores make thematic sense for a magical crystal-filled world? Yeah, absolutely. However, hear me out here. Maybe it would be nice to not have 24 variants of random unavoidable blocks that when mined drop anywhere from 1 to 100 useless inventory filling items placed in high concentrations around ore deposits that you actually care about mining. Like, you could just stick them in the hollow hills or something. Goodness knows, people need a reason to care about them. Oh my god, there's so much crap in this mine. I hate mining the Twilight.
Oh,
Yeah,
like all the
it's
mobs.
literally
Do I
in-
have to?
No, it's the Twilight. There's just garbage. Yes, please. I would love 2 crushed silver ore, 4 crushed garnerite ore, 1 chipped sapphire, 1 flawless red garnet, 3 crushed cobaltite ore, 1 impure pile of nickel dust, 2 impure piles of silver, 1 impure pile of jasper, 2 impure piles of whatever the fuck the amber is, garnet, jasper, saltpeter, redstone, garnet again, saltpeter again, olivine again, zombie heads, stone dust, redstone dust, olivine dust, cobaltite dust, garnerite dust, yellow limonite, jasper, pentlandite dust, pentlandite ore, olivine ore, lapis dust, chipped amber, and fish.
You just said words.
Where'd
I don't know
the
what
fish
you're
come
saying.
from?
Probably a zombie. Like, you want to talk about flattening unnecessary inventory. How about you just make small ore drop ore?
Oh, I did not see the solar building. This is so cool.
Oh yeah. Welcome. I've been
So-
busy.
Jesus, the void pipes.
Yeah, we do a little bit of plumbing here.
I guess I'll show on stream the cauldron of doom.
Oh yeah, have you turned the Cauldron of Doom back on, Mastiox?
It
Sorry,
should
it's
be
actually
on.
called the Pot of Greed, get it right?
Oh, Pot of Greed is so good. Oh my
Right, I love that. I wish that I'd come up with that, but no.
Bro, here's their mob farm. It's the roguelike dungeon with the 9 spawner room.
It's not 9. We got rid of the spiders because they broke things. It's only like 6, I think.
Actually, it was 13.
Yeah, and then I
Okay,
removed a
man.
bunch for reasons.
Right now, what happens if you dump everything into a cauldron?
Goose Tech certified moment right there.
Oh god.
I'm glad to have patented something as Goose.
This is your
Dude.
first Goose Tech, Mastiox. Be proud. This patent goes to you.
Now, this thing is taking up, from what I saw in Spark, 10% of server resources.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it's not the most efficient thing ever.
Oh, well,
okay.
there, boom. Now it doesn't.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Server's still.
We got MSPT to spare.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a
not
mindset to
by
have.
much, but.
That's definitely a mindset. We have 4.
If you aren't running
Oh, no.
49.9 MSBT, you are not using
Oh
your
my
resources effectively.
The MSPT is a resource to be
Yes.
spent.
Lag is a resource.
That's a mindset.
Frame rate is a suggestion. Free will is a joke. Molding aside, we are now stocked up enough to do actual infrastructure construction, so we do that. If you're watching episode 11 of a New Horizons Let's Play, chances are you probably already know how EBFs works, so I think we can skip that part, and instead talk about how, on the next day of recording, I spent unironically 4.5 hours redoing the layout of our entire base to do things like fill in all of the gaping holes in the floor, and remove the several dozen redundant sacks of human flesh from our storage containers, as you do. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that nobody really cares to watch me tango with a chest monster, so let's just say that we magically have a nice clean workspace to trash up again, and the ability to batch more than 4 stacks of items without risking an apoplectic rager at the slowness of hoppers that causes the untimely liquefaction of your second least favorite third world country, and use some movie magic to skip to the real meat and potatoes of this run. Which is being a useless chaos goblin with the attention span of a caffeinated cocker spaniel, because let's be real here, that's 90% of why I agreed to join the server. So, you remember how I mentioned I was doing a lot of Thaumcraft research for reasons earlier? Yeah, well, Thaumcraft veterans will know that using your brain meat to play Tug the Tentacle with an Eldritch Noodle Demon has marginally inconvenient side effects known as warp. At low levels, this does harmless stuff like make livestock rain from the sky and spontaneously summon personal weather effects best described as cloudy with a chance of defibrillation. At high levels, it scrambles the nearby inventory of chests, which is probably less of a problem than the devs expected in our case, summons free wither bosses out of nothing, and gives you spontaneous cases of random teleportitis that inevitably will trap you inside the Escher painting of random mineshafts that have been accumulating underneath your base since the Stone Age. While most of these are perhaps not objectively the worst thing to ever happen to me in a Minecraft Let's Play, they are somewhat annoying, and I would much prefer that they not exist for the most part. So we're going to do something about that. And that something is farming rainbow trees. Yeah, don't worry, it'll make sense in a bit. Thaumcraft warp comes in 3 flavors. The first, appropriately called temporary warp, is just that. Temporary. Think of it like the Elmer's glue of insanity. Yeah, it might be annoying, but as long as you don't keep repeatedly drowning yourself in vats of the stuff, it's pretty much non-toxic and will probably wear off on its own. The second is normal warp. This kind won't go away on its own and has to be removed by using some sort of special mechanic. In the base game, that mechanic is called sanitizing soap, but because this is New Horizons, there are at least half a dozen options with varying degrees of ease of use, scalability, cost effectiveness, and level of intentional game design available to peruse at my pleasure. This is also mostly obtained from doing warping research, which I have been doing quite a bit of, so it makes up the bulk of my crazy. The last kind is called permanent warp. If temporary warp is Elmer's and normal warp is superglue, this is a railroad spike through the brain, and in the base version of the mod, it is, in fact, entirely permanent. It's also primarily sourced from research, so that's a great combination. Thanks. Good game design. Naturally, because this is New Horizons and power creep is a way of life, we also have a bunch of options to get rid of it, and paradoxically, it is even easier to remove than normal warp, thanks to an entirely intentional but still questionable programming decision that lets us destroy arbitrary amounts of it via secret shenanigans and a well-timed connection loss. So it really doesn't end up mattering all that much. After a little bit of hemming and hawing, and also the spontaneous deletion of an entire vein of soapstone under mysterious circumstances, I have come to the conclusion that my best scalable warp removal solution is to use an item called Trosmus Lantiochta, aka red soap, aka that one red soap that nobody can pronounce because they don't understand how diacritics work. This is an upgraded version of the base mod soap that basically buffs and removes RNG from the original sanitizing soap at the cost of an additional bit of alchemy and some essentia. It is probably supposed to be a bit difficult to bulk produce, but we have 7 orders of magnitude of literally every single essentia type we need in the Pot of Greed, aside from Sano, and you can get Sano from Yellow Hearts, so it's pretty much free. The other part of the soap is another mechanic introduced in base game Thaumcraft called Purifying Fluid. The stuff is created by throwing magical bath salts into water, and is normally the only natural way of getting the Warp Ward effect, which is a potion effect that temporarily blocks all warp-based events. Trosmus Lantiochta, when used under the effects of Warp Ward and inside a block of Purifying Fluid, has a 100% chance of removing 1 point of normal warp versus the 50% when only under the effect, so we need a bathhouse to use it most efficiently. Now, the game doesn't really care how the conditions of the soap are met. You can, and I have quite regularly, just give yourself Warp Ward somehow, dig a hole in some dirt, lump water and bath salts in, and sit there scrubbing yourself in the mud, and it will work just fine. But that's lame, and also means I don't get a chance to be weird on the internet, so I did not do that. To that end, welcome to Goose's entirely normal sanity-scrubbing swimming pool and hot tub facility that definitely doesn't employ any sort of subliminal messaging whatsoever. Sure, the facility hosts a suite of single-occupancy changing rooms. The entire ceiling is a giant stained glass rainbow. The island the facility rests on has transitioned to a magical forest biome with the help of several dozen trees of transformation. The local plant life is shockingly polychromatic, and the hot tub/sanity spa has been carefully and lovingly measured to be exactly 4.9 feet wide in all dimensions. But I assure you, those features are entirely unrelated to any sort of personal agenda and are just coincidental artifacts of its construction. It also took an entire day to build, and in that time Mastiox basically full-cleared IC2 crops and duck made an unhinged metal factory by mob-cramming ore bores into boxes and drowning them in cobblestone. So it's nice to see I'm pulling my weight around here. Cool, now that I'm no longer diagnosably crazy, let's get to work on one of the real things I wanted to start doing in LV, which is cracking this game open like a cheese tin, feasting on the remains like someone of a more porcine persuasion, and, as is only appropriate for my goosey nature, absolutely shitting all over its intended progression mechanics. To that end, our first step is building a thing. It's not going to look the prettiest, but just trust the process, alright? If I steal your steam turbines and then run you a cable elsewhere for you to do crop breeding, is that going to be a problem, Mastiox?
No, honestly, it's easier with the cable because I can just move the cables to do what I want. That's
Okay.
why I made it the design have the cables, because it lets me move the cells without having to move everything.
Yeah, I figure we can just stick you, like, on the back of this or something, because then that way you'll still have crossbreeding, and we won't have
All
to
I'm doing,
wiggle
I'm not
everything.
I'm just propagating at this point. I'm not crossing unless there's anything you want me to cross.
Nah.
I think salt is like the only other thing that I really care about.
Yeah, but you guys are gonna have Salt Bee anyway. The most OP resource generator in the game, probably.
Yep.
Salt bee?
Salt Bee, yeah, look at the comb output.
Do we have it now, or
No.
oh, it needs a
If you
bunch of
don't, you can
stuff.
definitely get it.
Let's see, salt comb. Well, considering that my salt roots have been giving me like 32 salt root each, I feel like it's a bit better.
Yeah, but renewable borax and the other salt, which is faster to electrolyze, is huge.
Well, the salt comb gives me the same exact salt that I get from my thing anyway, so...
Yeah. It'll be neither here nor there.
Fair enough.
Iron 3 chloride, go.
Oh.
I haven't even crafted a circuit assembler yet. We should probably
Oh
do
my
that.
god. The loop.
Yeah, no,
What do y'all
it's
use
gonna be a little
for-
stuff.
What do y'all use for fluid transfer in this pack?
Large
Yes.
cells, pipes, a lot of Gregtech pipes. Are you
like
talking of pumping or just moving it in your inventory?
moving it in your inventory? Is it just cells?
Cells.
Cells. Large fluid
Welcome to
cells.
cell crafting. The worst part of old Gregtech.
I need timer. I like how impure pile of asbestos just processes into asbestos. Like, what exactly was impure about this?
Wait, is it not changing to anything else?
No, it just impure pile of asbestos is just asbestos.
What?
Yippee! I got my singular impregnated stick. All right.
Woo!
Who gave me the huge steel or huge cell?
I did.
Mastiox.
Mastiox, where have
I'm
you
behind
gone?
you. Just drop. Drop. I'm here.
Drop it.
Okay,
Good
thanks.
boy.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold. Hold.
Is there a steam sifter? There should totally be a steam sifter.
We have an LV
Nope.
sifter already.
Yeah, I know
There
we have
should
an
be, though.
LV sifter, but that takes 40 seconds per ore.
Oh yeah, there's no steam sifter because anti-fun.
Devs hate us.
Like, nuts to this. I'm just going to go mine small redstone ores with my
That's crazy.
Fortune 4. Like, it's actually going to be less time. Oh yeah, there. Exquisite Ruby. Mastiox, when you're free, can I have you check that sifter for me?
Yeah,
Yeah, just
let me
for
run over there.
the sake of curiosity.
Where the hell would it be outputting
It would be in the
rubies
chest
to?
outputs. The close by ones.
No, we don't have any rubies.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we just got a
Oh,
flawless.
logic.
That's it.
I feel
Like, it just-
vindicated.
Got a flawless. I can
So
do it all
much
the way over here.
second exquisite ruby. Do you have any exquisite rubies yet, Mastiox?
Let me check. Hold on. Let's take a look. We have one exquisite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, that was probably like the highest high roll that I've ever seen on a sifter too.
Yeah, that was a pretty like crazy high roll.
That never happens.
Yeah. I'm just throwing it in a lathe.
Yeah,
You want it in the lathe, right?
yeah.
Okay.
We need the lenses for pointers.
You can already tell just how crazy different the progression speed is with multiplayer.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you have people who are on here and know what they're doing.
Well, I'm currently monopolizing upwards of 60% of our base's entire power output to make a looting spike. So,
That's worth it. It's not like we're using it.
24 steam generators running this sucker, and it is struggling. Oh wait, are we?
Oh wait, these aren't running. I think
Because I
this
turned
is
it off.
shuttered wrong.
Yeah, no, I just disconnected it because I don't want it eating the entire base's power supply. Alright.
I'm building another thing over here just to put the farming stuff, and you can put anything else here if you want,
Where are you looking?
right next to it.
Right next to... Mastiox, I'm blind. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, sure. That works.
We could put more panels here too. That's why I'm putting in the same shape, just in case.
I
like,
figure
later
we'd
on.
probably just end up extending the panel array out and then running another pipe along, but whatever works. I think this is an excellent time to do a deep dive into the logistics behind automating my favorite block in the game, the Overchanter. Anyone who has seen any of my videos knows that this single machine has been personally responsible for some of the most supremely busted setups I have ever done in New Horizons, especially when used in combination with a disenchantment loop or some kind of spike. TLDR, if you know what you're doing and can meet certain conditions, the thing will allow you to level up enchantments until they physically can no longer be expressed by the game engine, which, since level data is stored in a signed 16-bit integer internally, is 32,767. Interestingly, this also implies that enchantments can experience integer overflow, which is something I will no doubt be experimenting with at a later date, literally anywhere else other than the server. Provided, of course, that I can automate it, which is easier said than done. There's basically 4 parts to automation that I need to solve here. The first is activating the table itself, which is pretty trivial. The table only activates when it has a valid overchantable item in it, and it activates when it's clicked on by a wand, so no problems. The second is repeatedly breaking the spike to reset its NBT data and allow it to be re-overchanted, which is a tad trickier since you can only extract items from the table and not insert them. I got around this by automating their extraction into a block placer and breaker combo that just dumps the spikes into my inventory after it launders them, and then by applying a script that will spam insert them into the table with my character. The setup needs an AFK player anyway to supply the XP for overchanting, so there's no real sacrifice here. That's the easy part. The hard part is the material requirements. Overchanters need 30 levels of XP and 32 Precanto Essentia per overchantment. Thus, each max level enchantment will require roughly 49 million points of XP, which is 3,318 levels, by the way, 1 million Precanto, and 11.4 days of constant enchanting time. Yeah, no, new plant. A full complement of 4 LV World Accelerators drops the processing time to only 1.4 days, which is the first realistic number we've seen so far, but they introduce additional complexities in that we would have to automate a system that can somehow give a player enough XP to go from level 0 to level 30 and produce 32 Precanto Essentia in 3.75 seconds. These numbers are not looking much better. So let's take it one step at a time. We either need automatable Precanto or a sufficiently high-quality Precanto-dense feedstock that we can efficiently scale production on. Advanced alchemical furnaces are an option now thanks to the Tofu Court pearl diving adventures, but they kind of suck to use in bulk, so we won't. Instead, we can just use basic furnaces with multiple alembics, burning alimentum, and void all of the non-Precanto essentia to accelerate the distilling process as much as possible, and then just spam them out. A blaze farm is ideal for this. Blaze rods are roughly 30% Precanto, require no processing, and are trivially renewable, and since the blazes are always infernal and have elevated XP drops already just because they're blazes, they make for an excellent XP source as a side benefit. Alright, so I threw together a lousy blaze rod processing array, hooked the XP output of the farm into my AFK chamber, and set up a shower head. 2 birds, 1 stone. Except not. For one, we don't have anywhere near enough Precanto to maintain full production speed. That can be solved by scaling, so no worries for now. The second problem is XP, or rather, problems is XP. We have 2 of them. One is that we don't have enough XP, and the other is that we have way too much XP. As far as I know, there is no way of detecting when an over-enchantment has been completed, that I can make right now, at least, so I have to estimate how long it'll take and use a timer loop as a proxy. This works great until my player runs out of XP, at which point the system will hang, the item will be extracted too early, and any Precanto invested in the craft will be wasted. This will happen even if the average XP output of the farm is substantially higher than the consumption rate of the over-enchanter, because while blazes produce large bursts of XP when they die irregularly, so you can never really be sure how much XP you're going to get from the farm on any given over-enchantment cycle. This leads to fun situations where you're forced to underclock the enchanter drastically to ensure reliable operation, and as a result end up wasting either most of the XP by needlessly going over the 30 level cap, or needlessly wasting Precanto by not having enough XP in a cycle. Okay, fine. Just make more mob farm, right? Except no, actually this doesn't work either for an entirely different reason, which is that XP showers, which is the thing I'm using to convert stored XP liquid into consumables, suck donkey. They may output a lot of XP very quickly, but they do it in tiny packets, and they output so many of these tiny packets so quickly that your avatar can't actually pick them up fast enough. This forces me to either buffer the output weight, which slows enchanting, or massively overproduce XP and destroy the excess orbs to prevent a server-killing entity storm, which wastes most of the XP. So it literally does nothing and we're back to square one. The solution to this is, weirdly enough, to have an active Draconic Evolution magnet in your inventory. This item teleports things on the ground directly on top of the player who's holding it and allows you to instantly pick all of the teleported items up, bypassing the stupid and wholly unnecessary XP pickup throttling mechanic in its entirety. With our workaround to the XP pickup rate sorted, we can turn our attention to scaling the rest of the system, which Mastiox and I do quite excessively. Gone are the 8 smelteries burning blaze rods, and in their place are 32 smelteries burning blaze powder. Blaze powder has the same amount of Praecontatio as blaze rods, but the reason for this swap is entirely unrelated to feedstock efficiency, and is actually because blaze powder has less ignis. Furnaces cooking with Alimentum will output one of each Essentia type in their buffer into the alembics above them if there are enough of them. This means that with a full stack of alembics, blaze rods, with 10 ignis and 4 Praecontatio, produce an average of 4 prey and 10 alembic cycles, but blaze powder, with 6 ignis, 4 prey, and 2 instrumentum, will produce 4 prey in every 6 cycles, which is almost twice as fast. So that's Praecontatio solved, period. We literally can make it faster than we can overclock the overenchanter. Now we just need to scale XP production. Obvious solutions being obvious, I first turned to adding more spawners. This does not work, and they are still too slow, so I then turned to a lesser node mob spawner tech, which is to use Twilight Forest's Timewood clocks to tick accelerate the cursed earth underneath the spawners. I'm not sure what spaghetti code cursed earth is using, but somehow this does work, and it will accelerate the spawner above the cursed earth as well. Sure. So that increases the spawner's mob production rate, which helps a bit, but that introduces a new issue, which is that the time between blaze spawns is now so short that the blazes can't float out of the way fast enough to spawn more of them, and the whole system is throttling due to entity proximity. Enter the next obvious solution, which is to replace the entire roof of the mob farm with thaumic relocators to shove the blazes out of the way faster. As you can imagine, this was an extraordinarily annoying process, given that at any given time, perhaps 20 to 30 blazes have been constantly bombarding me as I do it. Still, the results are very effective. Arguably too effective. Like, yeah, sure, I like mob drops, but yikes. Mastiox set up a system to grind all the chainmail from this farm and pipe it into Witching Gadget's Infernal Blast Furnaces, and it ended up producing so much chainmail that we had to world accelerate a blast furnace and make 2 more, and we still ended up overproducing steel dust despite a combined processing speed of 2 dust a second. So yeah, steel is no longer a problem, but the mob drops are a tad concerning. So that's great and all. It also still is not making enough XP. You see, we still need LV production lines for things like silicon and aluminum, and XP crafting is one of the easiest ways for us to passive those right now. If we had XP, which we don't. Alright, fine then. I wasn't gonna do this, but the game made me do it anyway. Did you know that there is an enchantment that you can put on spikes to make mobs killed by them drop more XP? It's called Education. It's not a secret. Do you know what happens when you put Education Yes on a spike and then forcibly cram multiple infernal mobs onto it a second? Or rather, perhaps here's a better way of phrasing the question. Does it stack? The answer will not surprise you.
Alright, how do we upgrade the brick dust production?
More XP.
Is it XP gated right now? I don't
It is
think it
XP
is.
gated right now. Trust me. Look at the pipes.
Oh, it's this one in the corner that's being a little Debbie Downer.
Yeah, so what I'm doing, you can see what I'm doing. I'm siphoning,
think
preferentially
the pipes-
siphoning the XP off. Let's see. So as long as this big one here has capacity, yes, then it is gated on XP. Because what this weird setup does is it preferentially shoots the fluid off to one side, and it only leaks like a few millibuckets in the forward line.
So how do I make this give more? Do I just go harder on the
Honestly,
spike?
with the number of blazes it's producing, we might be able to
Kind of
switch it
absurd.
to education. You'll lose a lot of mob drops, but
Oh no!
something tells me that won't be an issue. Where is our education spike?
Are we just making the loudest bass ever?
Oh, basically, yeah. Oh, the education spike's already placed, so I'll have to
Is
create
that the
another
educational?
education spike, or just go grab one from the spawn.
Just
Yeah.
Can we not just take this one?
Well, that one is necessary, but we can switch them around, absolutely. So, as long as you're
We
careful.
need to do the Chinese power meta to make this the truly loudest bass.
Yeah, if we're careful, we
We-
can switch those around, yeah. But
if
first
only
we
I
need
had
to
a-
turn the mobs off.
Oh my god, the suffocation.
Yeah, this is not going to make the server very happy, so we gotta move a little bit faster. We need to pop a hole here.
So do I, can I just break the vacuum hopper?
Yep, just break the vacuum hopper.
Alright, it's gone. I'm breaking the spike.
Alright.
I got it. Package secured. Let me know when I can put
I
the
have
hopper
the
back.
package secured. Put the spike in. Put the education
Alright,
spike in.
it's only educational 20, but
That's whatever. We can stack it later.
do I put it like this?
Underneath
okay, I'm
the-
assuming.
Okay. And then we walk this back up.
My
Are
ears.
we clear? Alright, and then we connect
Uh,
item or outflow to both of the sides.
I'm trying, it was being really weird.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Do we have pipe connection? I don't have a wrench on me.
I got it.
Alright, and then we should be good. Oh, Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Okay, it's already full. It is.
It's coming!
Holy mother of God! Okay.
He was forced to eat Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's just full. All right, we need bigger pipes like now, or that is gonna overflow and lag the server. We should have some more Nether Star that I can go grab.
Oh wait, the hopper's like barely getting. Oh wait, I'm getting it all. There's so much XP. Oh my god.
I'm working on it. I'm working.
You said
on
the
it.
hopper gets rid of the CD, right?
The what?
XP orb. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. I got all the XP. I got shot up to level 290 in one frame. Epic speedrun. You can't line mode it because the liquid is different in each one of them. I don't know what you want for the shuttering on these,
You
so
just pipe
I'll
it
let
to
you
the
do it.
side, and you're basically dividing by 2 every time, but because of how pipes work, it's not dividing by 2.
Do you also shutter it like this as well? Or no? Like, do you shutter it forward as well?
You forward and to the side, yeah.
Okay.
So it has to choose. So
My XP inhibitors are off, Doctor.
Doctor, disable my XP inhibitors. It is still problematically full. Yeah. Holy crap. We need bigger pipes.
I guess it's time to go kill a bunch of withers.
Yeah, we just straight up need bigger pipes. It's like, it's better.
But LV only does to other.
LV technology, they said. Yeah, it's full. It's just full. We need bigger pipes. Nether Star? I know we have some Nether Star plates. But I don't know if we have any more nether stars.
Yeah, I left. I come back and you're still on the. That's
Bigger is
funny.
better.
But holy, these are kind of crazy.
Okay, this is 2 seal a second. I just gotta say
Would
it.
you believe this isn't even my final power? This is a understated spike.
Yeah. I'd have to trade some circuits for steel.
Yeah, honestly, help yourself. This is a passive output. This is like accidental production.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, what can I use all the chainmail for? I'm like, oh, I can use these. Oh, it's quite literally free with the setup that we have. We're throwing this away.
We have a stupid 16 macerator array, but I think we might just take it from here.
I'm pretty sure I'm
I
just
don't
using...
know how much TPS more mob farm's gonna be.
I might need another macerator, honestly. I'm not sure if one is good enough.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
No, it's not gonna be enough.
No, it's filling up now. Now that there's not like 5 quadrillion drops.
I don't think it's ever enough with this much.
Yeah, it is not happy.
Is the XP going down?
Actually,
A
is it
little
all
bit.
same chance? You could just do 1 per armor type, and that'd be easily enough throughput.
I don't care about every other ingot. I only care about chain.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Helmet, chest piece.
Oh, yeah, I
'Cause the
can, yeah.
problem is
There's
they don't
someone
parallel well. That should easily fix it. So 1 per E.
Oh, wait. No.
So why is Soykick here instead of working on this video?
I was getting footage. I forgot to get footage. I gotta go to spawn quick. It's nighttime.
I'm insane. The wither went after the pigs.
Uh-oh. No. That's bad. That's bad. I can't even see it. It's just invisible.
I got it. Stop. It's about to die anyway. It's fine.
Order mobs.
Did any of them die?
How would you tell? I'm gonna go
There's
probably
4 per
not.
pen. Oh, 1 died. Just 1.
Oh, well. Nothing.
Oh no, 2 died.
Nothing about you.
Why is one of each? Why is 1 gone in each pen? Whatever.
Okay, so XP appears to be stable. It might have just been backlogged. Holy mother. So yeah, that's how you increase the XP output to its intended value. Now my next question is, what's it still producing for blaze
It's
rods?
time to get infinite brick. It's still slow on the brick. Yeah, wait, Goose, this can't sustain it, because this tiny pipe is, only 1
I know.
bucket a second.
I know. I am more concerned about not killing the server. Well, there you have it. 1 Omega enchantment setup, and all it cost was roughly 30 frames from everyone in an 8-chunk radius and most of the server's free MSPT allocation. As you can imagine, this system does make for a very strong enchantment tool, however, but the nonsense I get up to with that will have to wait until the next episode. Until then, thank you for your time. I will once again remind you that if you somehow haven't gotten the hint from the last 12 videos I posted, that I have a mousepad merch deal with information in the description if you're interested in that sort of thing. And as always, thank you for your time.